Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Origins.
Trost follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you tolerate me.
Magnificent.
Whatever.
These must be the statues of the dwarven paragons.
I don't know if we need both of these. Ally being attacked by targeted short range. So we're gonna have a lot of notes here.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Bronca, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her.
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
Oh, poor thing. So you have Paragon, Bronca. Oh, it's just gonna be one. That's cool. Explanation of the Codex.
I haven't eaten in days.
Oh, I can give you money.
Show some pity for a poor old man.
I would like to.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
I'd like to, but I don't think you'll let me. Yeah, it doesn't update our codex at all. Paragon, Frildon. I like that there are an equal number of male and female paragons. It won't let us up here. I want to go look at those. No sexism in the Dwarven Society.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Who?
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street.
Oh, that's nice.
You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child. I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean, complete degenerates. Then, there are people
Alright,
with a
ears are
certain
clipping through the
dignity
helmet.
and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit that you share with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It is very kind of you to say that.
That was very nice. Commission report. On Dwarven propriety. While your concerns have merit, the Assembly has made itself clear. Space within the Taig is at a premium, but the intended function of the Hall merits the additional resources committed. The statues of the Paragons must be the core of the Hall of Heroes. There is no other placement that so benefits Dwarven interests. It is the first glimpse that surface ambassadors have of Orzammar, an introduction not just to our living ancestors, but also to the stone from which we were born. They must see it shaped before they can understand the complexity of its raw form. The hall must also serve a second purpose, as a last sight for departing brethren. Those who choose to leave must do so with the heavy gaze of their ancestors at their backs. It is a reminder of duty and of consequence. We will promote all manner of trade, but also reinforce that those who leave for too long will return as strangers to the stone. Why is that quest related? Books and songs. Oh, the Legends Callan had. Oh, we didn't get chapter 1, so we're not going to read that one yet. Characters. I'm just going to click these because we don't need these because they basically just quotes and stuff that we already know about. The Paragons. As I studied among the dwarves, I became aware that their social system was as rigid as the stone that surrounded them. From the lowest servant to the king of Orzammar, each dwarf has a caste, a rigid social standing, which dictates what he may do and how he may do it. What fascinated me was that the dwarves, stubborn and proud as they may be, have built in a way for even the lowliest dwarf to bypass the caste system and reach prominence. Any dwarf who has made an achievement of significance can be named Paragon, elevating that dwarf above all others. To become a Paragon is to be recognized as essentially a living ancestor. Your words are considered ineffable, and the dwarves liken you unto a god. Your family, those you choose to ascend with you, become the founders of a new line of nobility. Indeed, every existing noble house among the dwarves traces its line back to a founding paragon. It is a rare thing, however. In my visit, I learned that only one paragon had been elected in generations, the smith Bronca, exalted for her discovery of smokeless coal. I met the paragon Bronca only once during my stay, and I considered it an odd occasion indeed. Surrounded by those of her house, this ill-tempered woman was draped in the finest clothing and jewelry, and was obviously revered even above the highest nobles, perhaps above even the king, yet she seemed to enjoy none of it. The burden of being a living legend is great, it appears. Statues of the paragons are found throughout Orzammar, though nowhere so prominently than the Hall of Heroes, through which one passes on entering from the surface. It is a breathtaking sight to behold, great works of stone all seeming to hold up the ceiling above. It is meant to impress upon Orzammar of all who have gone before, I think. It is also meant to remind dwarves going to the surface, and thus abandoning their brethren forever, of all they are leaving behind. Hey, look, it's Brother Genetivi again. Are there any notes here that we miss? The veil. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits, whether it be called the fate or the beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in at the moment. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing or a barrier, or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image, your perfection. Think of the veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw our world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it. Chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more so, in fact. A spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory. This is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The veil is an idea, it is the act of the transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. We got the Litany of Adralla note. Adralla of Virantium dedicated her life to the study of blood magic, the academic study rather than the practice. A deeply pious mage, she was renowned in her day for having found a counter to every form of mind control, a defense against dreamwalkers, and even counter spells to demonic summons. Her efforts went unappreciated, however, in her native Tevinter. After 3 different magistrates attempted to have her killed, she fled the country, choosing to take refuge in the land of Blessed Andraste's birth. She spent the remainder of her days within the circle of Ferelden. The Litany of Adralla disrupts the casting of mind control spells. Use the litany whenever a creature tries to dominate another with magic, and it will interrupt the casting. Once the spell is in effect and a character is under a blood mage's power, it is too late. And then the creature notes. I don't really care to read these very much. Yeah, cool. We've almost got all the creature notes, it looks like, so that's cool.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers,
Harrowmont's
separate these
VA
dusters
sounds
in the
familiar.
Diamond Quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king!
The man who should be king. So who was Harrowmont's VA?
I won't have fighting in the Commons, especially in front of outsiders.
Sorry, I'm just looking this up because he sounds like he's been in other games. Oh! Well, that explains why we're not going to see Harrowmont in any future games. At least I don't think so. He's played by Robin Sachs, who played Zaid Masani, and if you recall, unfortunately, Robin Sachs passed away. Oh, we got a codex entry. The city of Orzammar. The dwarves are lauded for their craftsmanship, and the city of Orzammar is one of their finest works. Orzammar lies at the heart of the Frostback Mountains, deep underground. The city arcs outward from the royal palace, which is built around a natural lava vent, continually fountaining liquid rock, which both lights and heats the entire cavern. The topmost tier of Orzammar is home to the noble caste, with their palaces fanning out in both directions from the court of the king, as well as the Shape Rate, which serves as a repository for all dwarven knowledge. The lower tier is the commons, where the merchant caste holds sway, and... Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Where the finest works of Orzammar's craftsmen are for sale. In the center of the River of Lava, connected to the commons by a causeway, are the Proving Grounds, a sacred arena where the dwarves by ancient tradition settle their disputes. On one side of the fiery river are the ruins of old dwarven palaces, fallen into disrepair, which the locals call Dust Town, now home to the city's castless. On the other side of the river are the Deep Roads, which once joined the sprawling dwarven empire together, but now, after centuries of darkspawn incursions, are largely sealed off. Nearly all knowledge of this network of underground passages has been lost, even to its builders.
Vieta, Surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order.
The Blight is coming, and I need Orzammar's assistance.
Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter if you want. Bunch of Desher lords bickering over sand. Balin, Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here.
Sounds like Balin and Harrowmont are the ones to talk to.
They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working people is dodgy. No place for a proper lord. Balin speaks through his second, Vartag Gavorn, in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through Dulin Ferender from his estate.
You mentioned paragons.
Surfacers appoint no paragons? Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter.
How does a city function like this, split with no king, an assembly, and...
See, that's why I don't want you surfacers seeing our worst. You'll think that's all we are. The market is thin, but busy, and the tavern never closes. Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry.
What's the proving?
Personal battles for honor and ancestor. I don't expect a surfacer to understand.
Oh, I get it.
If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memory.
I should go.
Yes, you should.
I see a document over here. I want it.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
Speak to Tulin. Seek out Steward. Did that have anything to do with me picking up this note? I don't think it did. So what note did I just pick up? Characters, Balin, Harrowmont, quest related. Oh, it's a key to the city update.
I think I look younger than
I may read that when we're done with Orzammar.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to take on my first apprentice. In hindsight, perhaps I should have waited a few more years. I was arrogant, my confidence bolstered by my youth.
It is so hard to imagine seeing you now.
Oh, I've had some 2 decades or so to grow mellow. Believe me, back then I was quite prickly.
So you are like a fine wine, yes? Losing the raw edges over time.
I suppose there is some truth to that analogy, but dear Maker, I do hate being compared to wine.
I think my
Or
order is here.
cheese.
I will be right back and I'm going to edit this
Especially
out.
cheese.
Okie dokie. And we're back. Thank you so much for your patience. Well, for you, really only a moment. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Cool. We're recording audio again.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone.
What were you praying for?
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Your son is missing?
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want me to go look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself.
I'm a Grey Warden, that's what we do.
A warden? So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Take heart, good Widow Filda. We'll do our best.
Please,
Yes,
find
we
me as
will.
soon as you return.
I can only promise that I'll do my best. There's nothing back here. I think we were going to talk to this guy.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for.
Your allegiance to this Balin is clear. Why?
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not.
Some say, I don't know how I know this, but some say Balin killed his father.
Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade.
Well, of course, you're a businessman. Let me see what you have in
I'll
store.
take your gold. You're good for that.
Tome of the Mortal Vessel. This has to fear of blood magic is stigmatized academic dissection, but dedicated scribes keep this anatomical works from disappearing. Increases your attribute. We don't need that. No. Shadow of the Empire, Drakeskin. That's pretty good. That's a gift. These are gifts. We can spend some. I'm trying to think about who said they had the symbol of Andraste. I'm gonna give this to Liliana. Maybe this to Liliana? I don't know. We don't really need to give Liliana anything. But Shale, however, is hard to buy for. Or hard to gift. From what I recall, she has limited gift, and it's a little bit hard to get her.
Very nice indeed.
Nice. Are you the one who likes portraits?
Oh,
No.
marvelous. Oh, marvelous.
I'm very bad with the gifts. I don't remember who likes what. Liliana, here.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Wall carving here. Explanation of the caste system, which I guess will show up eventually. Brother Burkle.
Maker's blessing on you, brother.
I didn't think the dwarves believed in the Maker.
I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar.
Don't dwarves worship their ancestors?
There is resistance. It's obvious the world wasn't created by the mortal souls who dwelt within it. Yet the dwarves of Orzammar persist in worshipping their own forefathers.
Whose permission would you need?
The Shaperate controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting.
The Shaper of Memories?
The Shaper of Memories controls the Shaperate, Orzammar's record system. Like the Chantry's historians, but more thorough. They track the births and lineage of every dwarf born in the city, every property sale, death in battle, marriage.
So they're like clerks. They're like city clerks. Or court clerks, I mean. Any idea where I could find them?
The Shaperette is in the prime tier of the city, near the royal estate. Does this mean you will help me then?
Very well.
I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder.
I think that our warden...
Always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything.
I think that our warden believes in the Maker, believes in the chant. But I think that he thinks that the chantry goes too far. Frequently. I was just trying to see something. Oh, there it is, maybe. Hello.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armors. I must say, you look like our type of people.
I'm a mage.
Looking for a new set of mail. At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum.
Are you part of the Smith cast?
I, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacit, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face, you're not a smith yourself.
Not so much, no.
Of course. Keep in mind, we also take items on trade.
Nothing there that I want. Rock knocker. No. And I don't think we really have anything to sell, per se. Nope. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, what was this way? It's a tavern. We're not gonna go there just yet. I don't think I've ever come this way first. I always go to the Noble District first. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anything different of coming here first. Oh! I was not expecting that. That scared the piss out of me. I may have peed just a little bit. I'm kidding, I didn't do that.
We'll get plenty for that. Once we cut them out of it.
Let's actually paralyze you for a bit.
Far too old for this.
Oh.
I'll get on it. It's a massacre and no one's getting out alive!
Get him, Shale. Get him. You look, Shell's all you need.
Got it.
Ooh, greater lyrium potion. That's great.
Maker preserve us.
Good work.
You have a note on the cast list. There's an assembly directive here. Ooh, Wynn got a level up. Interesting. Let's increase your magic. She can get Earthquake now, but that's friendly fire, potentially. All of these are going to be friendly fire possible, isn't it? Let's put her down the shock path. Unless we want to give her these. Yeah, let's do this. And she got a new tactics slot. Enemy. Any. Activate. Stone Fist. Cool. wonder if anyone else has leveled up.
Pigeon crap.
Horse feathers.
Blood and damnation.
Indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Nope. Okay.
Lost and damnation.
Vashaden.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Shall we?
Okay.
Braska.
Indeed.
Idle dwarf.
Your clothes are so fancy. Did you get them topside?
I did.
My mam used to say they don't got no stone to protect them topside. If I go up there, I'm gonna fall into the sky.
No, that doesn't happen.
Yes. When my dad left, he never came back. Who's to say he didn't fall up, eh?
I should go.
Don't fall into the sky when you go back up there.
I don't know why these nugs are dead. They don't really explain it. Or maybe they're sleeping. We're gonna think that they're sleeping. Nedza, how are you?
Well, look at that. It's not often old Nadezda sees a fine-dressed stranger here in Dusttown. Help a poor cripple?
Here's 5 silver. Buy yourself some food.
Well, thank you truly, my lord. That's right good of you. It takes a stranger to notice how bad things are, huh? No dwarf would lift a sodding finger. Excuse my language. What takes you out of the diamond quarter, stranger? You got a vice you're looking for old Nadezda to fill?
No. What crippled you?
I'd say it was an accident, try to get some sympathy coin, but you look like you'd rather hear the truth. I was running protection for the Carta when some guardsmen caught me. Duster I was with had coin for a bribe, but I took a stand. Guardsmen broke my sodding kneecaps and had me kneel in dung until the infection set in. Never healed proper.
That's messed up. Can they just do that?
I don't know where you're from, but in Orzammar, casteless have no lineage, so it's no crime to hurt you. You're born to wear a branded face in Orzammar, and you'll live your life in Dusttown.
What do you mean by brand?
Means you don't exist. It tells everyone who sees you not to work with you, not to serve you, and not to care if you're hurt. The Deep Lords burn it into us the day we're born, so no one accidentally oversteps her place.
I should get going.
I'll just stay out of your way then.
Spare a bit for the needy?
Yes.
Please, have you a coin to spare, my lord? It's for my son. He's sick. He hasn't any clean clothes to wear or anything to eat today. Neither have I.
Here's 5 silvers. Buy yourself a meal.
Thank you. That a stranger would care so much when my own family barred me from their halls unless I'm willing to. But no, I can't bear to even think of it.
You seem upset. Is there any way I can help you?
I wish there were. My name is Erlenda. I wasn't always like this. I was born to a mining caste family. We weren't wealthy, but I never went hungry before. Now it's all gone, and it's my own fault. Ancestors curse me, but there's nothing I can do to set it right.
What does your son want? What does your family want you to do?
My son's father is casteless, as is he. I used to be a miner, but my parents stripped my caste and refused to accept me back. Unless I agree to abandon the child in the deep roads and pretend I never bore him.
Maybe I could reason with your family for you.
You would do that? But why?
Orzammar must change with the times.
Then I cannot offer enough gratitude. But I warn you, my father is a stiff-necked man. His name is Ordell, and he's usually at tapsters in the evening. I do not think he will listen to you. But I will wait anxiously to see if you can do what you promise.
I don't think we can go in there just yet. Hello.
You looking for some excitement, honey?
Nope.
Came to the right place.
Wrong. Nope. Not for me. Hey, Rogic.
Who are you? You don't look like any guardsman I ever saw, and that's not much of a uniform.
I'm a Grey Warden.
Oh, you looking for a chance to bring in some coin? Could be I have that opportunity, especially for someone with a few connections above ground.
I'd have to hear what you're asking.
Human kings, you know, they make these ridiculous laws. Like about who gets to buy and sell lyrium. The sacred gift the stone provides us to show her love. No law should regulate that. The laws are meant to keep mages away from the stuff, so there's always buyers in the Circle Tower. I got one man named Godwin. He's expecting the delivery of the stones way. You want an investment opportunity? I could see fit to, say, sell you that lyrium instead, at the reasonable price of 50 sovereigns. You can keep it, or, since you can travel freely from here, sell it to Godwin, who you know is buying. And if you bring back his return order, I could pay you, say, 20 sovereigns as a finder's fee.
It must be dangerous if you're paying so much.
More so for someone like you, I guess. Most dwarves born down here have a natural immunity. Other races, there are problems if they spend too long with the ore. The real issue is that lyrium's valuable. It's only found down here, and human mages can't work without it.
I don't have that kind of money right now.
Long as you keep your eyes down and your mouth shut, we've got no further business.
But what if I want to come back later and do this? I guess I should have... Oh well. Oh well. I shouldn't have spoken to him. I forgot about that. It's been a long time since I booted this game up. Not in this playthrough, but just in general. I haven't played this game in a while. This is Tapster's. I do remember that, because there's only one tavern here. Wardell is right there.
Tell him I don't understand why the provings aren't open to everyone. I mean, it's how the ancestors show their favor. Do they really need our help to decide who's worthy? And then he practically slapped me.
Nervous adventurer.
They're everywhere. I can't take it. What? Get away. You'll change like the rest. Monsters hidden in all my friends.
Is this Darkspawn corruption or just madness?
This thing's older than Darkspawn. And once you're in the story, they find you. See? I found copies. All from the same pen and older than the ones in song. Dormant my ass. Take them. I want out. I won't disappear chasing a lie. I won't.
Oh, okay. And when his kingdom fell, so disappeared the stolen riches of an age. The beast, the unbound, dormant until one of true spirit claims his throne. So must hunt the hero of his people, the principled who would search for an ancient evil. This is how they can make a real difference. 3 pages, 3 ages, same story, updated. Same as to the tavern song, but older. Signature torn on purpose, but compare and get Willem Madon. All from him. How? Alright, we're going to save here, just in case my conversion is not high enough.
What are you looking at, stranger?
Are you Ordell?
I could be. What business is it of yours?
If you don't take Zerlinda back, she'll die.
What? You think she'd die just to keep that thing? She knows what she has to do to come home. I never wanted her gone. Just the little cur. Can't she see she'd have a better life if she got rid of it?
He's a baby, not a cur, and she loves him.
Look, just tell her... We never meant to hurt her. It just seemed best that... Oh, just tell her to come home. Her mother and I are waiting for her.
Yay, we did it. That was nice. Oh, I don't think I've ever talked to you.
Afternoon, stranger. You looking for a stool to share a brew?
Don't mind if I do.
I recommend the Lycan Ale. They brew it downstairs. Name's Naveen. I fight with Prince Balin's Expeditionary Field Unit. Yourself?
My name's Alan. I'm a Grey Warden.
Figured as much. Good folks, Wardens. I was in the deep roads when that one came by. What was his name? Dukan, Dunka, something like that.
Oh, I wish Alistair was here. You knew Duncan?
I met him, sure. Good man. Solid. He knows what we go through in the deep roads. Not many do. Not even the ones who live this close. You have to be on the front lines.
You work for Balin.
I go where I'm sent, fight when I'm there, and leave politics where it belongs.
Who's your unit fighting?
Darkspawn. Not much use in turning our weapons elsewhere while those vermin still live.
Yep. I've never been in the Deep Roads.
Every Grey Warden ends up there. That's where they send you when you're ready to leave this world. Go die in the dark, putting away as many vermin as you can. Getting more crowded these days, though. Lots of people interested all of a sudden. We go back tomorrow, and we're not the only ones.
Who's sending you out?
Balin ordered us in at first bell. He's splitting us into 4 teams to search for some of the lost Tigers. Looking for signs of Bronca, I guess. Seems to be who everyone's after.
Who else is in the Deep
Lord
Roads?
Harrowmont's got his own men there, all looking for signs of Bronca. Guess the city's getting to miss having a paragon. Everyone wants someone to put in charge.
I know Bronca's Paragon, so I'm not gonna ask him that. Thanks for the
Watch
drink.
yourself. Orzammar politics are getting near as dangerous as battle. Why is this in a different language? I have no idea what language that is. The Paragon of Drinking. That's amazing. That's hilarious. I've never heard that before. That's awesome. I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh, I'm very sorry, guys. I don't know why, but I've just been sneezing a lot more during the recordings recently. I should make some lyrium potions if I have the ability. I see, Wynn has been taking them. Can't unlock. Liliana, can you do something about this? Key required. I don't remember what gets us in there. Nug Wrangler, hello. Boromore.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too. I'll never find them the way they skitter.
Common nugs. I don't like those. They look dirty.
No way I'm going back to that supplier in Dust Town. Guess I'm shutting it down.
If I see any nugs, I'll send them your way.
Good on you, stranger. Only need one to turn this around.
I hear a nug. Oh, it got real quiet all of a sudden. Runestone over that way.
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
Yes, absolutely.
You look like you're not from around here.
I'm not.
Oh, wonderful. I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle?
Oh, sweetheart. I am, my companion here is a senior enchanter.
Oh, my lady, it's an honor. I've never met an actual mage. Is it true you can manipulate nature's forces with your mind? Like you were born with lyrium in your veins?
Don't let the glamour fool you, child. Wielding magic is a dangerous occupation and a great responsibility.
Why is the dwarf so interested in the circle?
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply. I want to know if they would accept me for study.
You want to leave Orzammar?
I want to go to the circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the surface. And the circle gains direct access to our knowledge of lyrium smithing.
I can bring that request to the circle for you.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcasts. Tell them I've already begun reading the Tevinter Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child?
She's so enthusiastic and adorable.
I agree.
I'm glad we're helping her.
I think Dagna's great.
Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Oh, there's a Nug. Hello, Nug. And there's a runestone. Doo-doo. There's another merchant here.
Greetings, and welcome to Garen Garrison's luxury goods shop. Wow, there are a lot of you. And I've never seen one of those before. The things they come up with. What was I saying?
Have a look at my shop, I hope.
Right. Yeah, I have some lovely things here. Lyrium enhanced, of course.
Oh, the Rose's Thorn. Again, one of those things that I want to be able to buy, but just is so expensive. You'd have to save every sovereign. And I just don't know if I'm capable of that. Life Giver. It's really good. Plus 10 Constitution, plus 10 healing while exploring. Plus 3 in combat. Golden Mirror. That would be for Morrigan. Let me do a swap. Let me swap out Wind for Morgan for a bit.
Indeed.
Morgan, I have a gift for you. My dearly beloved.
What have you there? A mirror? It is just the same as the mirror which Flemeth smashed on the ground so long ago. It is incredible that you found one so like it. I am uncertain what to say. You must wish something in return, certainly.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a gift. No, it's simply a present for a beautiful woman, because we are romancing her.
I have never received a gift. Not one that did not also come with a price attached. Perhaps there is a price to pay yet, hmm? If so, 'tis deserved. Thank you. Truly.
Plus 22 approval. Nice. But we're going to swap her back out for Win.
Yes.
Oh, hey, there's another Nug here. There's a certain number of Nugs around the city, and we're going to try to capture all of them. But I don't remember where they all are. Hello, Dagna. Oh, you can hear them. I hear a Nug. I guess there's not any here. We can tell her to go back to her dad.
You're back. I thought you weren't coming. What did he say?
Your father wants you both to come home.
Both of us? I don't believe he said that. I've never heard him refer to my son as anything but trash. He calls him it. But maybe Mother convinced him. Or you did. Oh, my friend. I cannot thank you enough. If this were a story, my son would grow to manhood and pledge himself as a
I
knight
don't like
in
her
your
lips
service.
at all.
When he grows up, I will send him to you. I promise.
Let's go check the main hall. Or the Great Hall, I mean, the Hall of Heroes. Because I know there's more than 3. I think it's 10. I think it's 10.
Shale, why do you refer to me as the Elder Mage?
Clearly because it is purple and a hyena.
Then you simply wish to be perverse? Surely you're better than that.
I have found that I'm allowed precious few amusements. Since so many prefer to call me Gollum, I enjoy referring to them in a similar fashion.
Oh, very well. But could you at least use a different adjective? I do not wish my age to be my defining characteristic.
As the fussy mage desires.
Oh, I love Shale so much. She's the best. I'm trying to. I don't think there's any nugs out here, but I'm just checking. No nugs. Okay.
For the love of Aragons, please.
Have you given any thought to your future, Shale?
I was thinking I might, join the chantry, become divine, and have giant Andraste golems fashioned to conquer the lands.
Truly?
No.
It was a serious question. One day the quest of these Grey Wardens will be finished one way or another. What will you do then?
The quest of the Grey Wardens is to destroy the Darkspawn, I thought.
Oh, so you share a larger purpose with them? Is that your ultimate goal?
I had not given it much thought. It might be better than slaughtering every bird in existence.
Well, yes, at the very least. It's worth thinking about.
No. That's what I need. That's the real choice for Inquisition. It's not Cassandra versus Liliana versus what's her name? Whose name I can't bother to remember because she's an absolute
The
tool.
Elder Mage watches me. I'm reminded of a certain former master whose head I crushed, or so I'm told.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shale. I am simply curious about you, that's all.
As my former master would say during his experiments.
Oh, I would do no such thing. I just find the idea of you so fascinating. On the one hand, it seems it would be so sad and so lonely in existence. And on the other, you are so very powerful. No golem I know of has ever had free will as you do. May I ask what you intend to do with it?
Other than exterminating the vermin of the sky?
Yes. Other than that?
I do not know. Crushing heads is fun, for now.
Well, that's something.
So, if all else fails, go for the eyes. Go for the eyes, boo. Yeah, Shale is a golem. She has free will.
What do they have to prove? They're all soft, filthy things that are going to die.
Not possible to pick. We're not gonna talk to any of these people. Is this... Nope. Okay. I didn't know if there were any nugs in here. I guess not. I think the proving is only something you get to do if you side with Harrowmont. But we're siding with Balin because he is, I think, the rightful king. It doesn't really matter what the king said.
So I'm led to understand.
Liliana, what?
Sister is a follower of this
Where you-
maker.
Am I the sister? Oh, that's so cute. It's like you're my big brother. Or sister. Or whatever.
I am a creature of stone. I rather doubt that we would be related in any shape or form.
Oh, I didn't mean literally. Don't you think that people can be related in spirit?
I notice that humans tend to believe in a great number of things that are not true, even when given evidence to the contrary.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what faith is all about, Shale.
Believing in things when there is no proof is what gullibility is all about.
So I am gullible now.
I take it we are no longer sisters in spirit.
Shale is the best. I love the witty banter, and I'm so glad that they were able to get all the VAs to come back and make lines for that. Hello, there's a note here. No, Orzammar. I think that might be all of the nugs.
I'll get on it.
I could be wrong, but I think that's all the nugs. Because I think they're only in that main area.
Go on, I'm out of the nug game. Got nothing to sell.
I got a nug here for you.
Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is. I don't have much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I've found.
Quest completed.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there. You're the best You're the best. I trust Vala, my nug wrangling friend.
Huh. So there's more. I'm missing nugs. Where are they? Rune plate.
What's this? An elf? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesh's permission. And I've heard nothing of any new patrols scheduled to leave today.
Will you let me pass?
Into the deep roads? Not without a full unit of soldiers to back you, my friend. Or Adesh's permission to risk yourself. Orzammar can't afford to lose its citizens or honored guests on casual visits to the deeps.
I should go.
Aye, for your sake, I hope you've no reason to come here again.
But I just want that note that's there. Okay, I don't know. I don't know where there might be more nugs, you guys. Because they're all supposed to be just in this common area. And I thought we had got them all. None in the store.
I'll get it.
Maybe in the tavern? And then, like, this lava. Where does it go? Because it's just pooling there.
Got it.
No nugs here. Oh, well, I mean, there is a nug here. But not the nug we're looking for. See, I feel like I hear something, but I think it's just the lava. And we know there's not anything there. So maybe it is in the wealthy area. So yeah, I like Orzammar a lot as a setting, right? I wish that we came back here in the later games. Because look, it's just beautiful. And you see these estates carved into the stone. You see that they use lava for architectural purposes. And obviously this is a defensive thing, right? Like if a battle ever broke out here, you could just toss your enemies into the lava. The lava's probably used in crafting, right? The dwarves are just so interesting. And I like that, I know there's a dwarf DLC in Inquisition, but it really raises more questions than it answers, and when we get to that point, I'll, of course, be asking them.
From what I've heard of dwarven politics, I'm almost surprised we haven't seen blood running these streets.
Lord Harrowmont is the voice of tradition and stability. Lord Balin is the voice of anarchy and ruin.
Well, it's not really anarchy if he's like the son of the king, right? Like that's kind of that's how monarchies and pass.
Lord Harrowmont, said to have kicked Castless in the street. Does he respect none beneath his station?
Hmm. I don't see any nugs, guys. Not seeing any nugs. We'll stop in with the Shaperate.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Who was he?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine. He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Alright, well I guess we'll try to find it. Hello.
Perhaps you should stand over there instead.
Hmm. Hello.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Sounds important. Are you looking to hire any help?
Not exactly, but I'm looking for any birth records from the old Orton Tig. It fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton, it means I'm noble. I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking, it's almost too much to hope.
I like Orta of Ortan Tig.
I'll get on it.
She seems kind. We have the Shaper there. We got some more books back here that we'll grab. There's the Wall of Memories.
Now's better than later.
Orzammar Politics. We have some notes that we'll read maybe when we're in the deep roads and have nothing better to do with our time. But we're not going to read them all now. Look at all these notes, guys. Holy crud. Hey, Liliana, there's a chest there for you. On Shapers. Yeah, we got a lot of notes. Oh, we did it. Gloves of Diligence. Silverite. The search for the true prophet. A stillness surrounds these gauntlets as if it would stop blows from striking them. With no chips or dents, they almost look new. When equipped in a set with the armor and boots of diligence, the character gains a bonus to willpower. Interesting. This tattered tome explores the possibility that Andraste was a powerful mage and not the Maker's chosen. It seems this book was saved from a fire at some point. I wonder if Wynne would like that. I'm gonna save, because I don't want to just give that to the wrong person.
Oh, marvelous.
Yes. I think that was for Wynne. Cool. Let me double check that. Usually when it's the 6 to 10, that means it's like a character specific book or gift. Dio the search. Yep. Yes, given to Wynne. So Wynne likes the idea of Andraste being a mage, and I personally, I think that Andraste was a mage, and I think that she was the one that summons the blade and all that, because there are stories of Andraste using a blade of glittering light, I think, if I remember correctly.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin
and her being by the Maker's side could be her, like, ripping the fade open.
Often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us, but it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor,
The Shaper of Memories.
Shaper of Memories.
The Shaper guards Orzammar's knowledge. We have preserved in Lyrium all of the records of Dwarven history. The memories record all. They are how we know to which family a child owes life, how we trace lost ties. They ensure we forget nothing of our past, good or bad.
I'd like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, a cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
So we can use our cunning to tell him that the charities would aid Orzammar. We can persuade him what harm would it do, and then intimidate him with the threat of a human army. But I think since our cunning is high enough, we might as well tell him, charities are a good thing.
What sort of charities do you mean?
The chantry could provide work for the casteless.
I am not certain this is in Orzammar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me some of your history.
We were a great empire once, outnumbering even humans and elves. We traded with your Tevinter Imperium, and our land stretched as far in the deep roads as theirs did above. Kal Sharok was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
Where's Kal Sharok?
At the other side of the old Empire. During the last Blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the Blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
How did you lose your golems?
The Paragon Caradon, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caradon's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like shale?
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
I think we already asked him about Kal Sharok.
At the other side of the old Empire. During the last Blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold Kal Sharok is the only other city to outlast the Blight.
Okay. Never mind. Thank you so much.
Here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
Well, now we can go tell Brother Burkle his chantry will be allowed. I don't know if that's a good decision or not, but I do it because I feel like our warden would want the chantry to spread. Like, even though the chantry and the Templars go too far, I think that he thinks that the chantry is an institutional good.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Vartag Gavorn.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Balin. What news do you bring?
This treaty obliges Orzammar to send troops to the surface.
Ah, ancient documents indeed. These were signed in the reign of Eithnar Bimo, Paragon and King. That was 16 generations ago. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
Is there some way that I could help?
My prince is the rightful king, but a disappointing number of lords back the upstart Harrimont for the throne. If you show your support for Prince Balin, He might be able to assist with your requests.
What do I need to do?
Haramond promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Haramond can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Haramond gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
Isn't there someone you could report him to?
Normally, the Shapers would handle this sort of accusation. They are the scholars who manage our laws, histories, and genealogies. They are the final arbiters of all disputes in Orzammar. Unfortunately, the Shaper of Memories is the most important among them, and his grandfather was Lord Haramond's aunt's first cousin. Obviously, we cannot expect him to offer an unbiased opinion.
He'd hold a distant relative over his duty?
I guess I can't expect you surfacers to understand the importance of family in Orzammar. The Shaper is biased, and if you want Prince Balin's help, you'll have to show where your loyalties lie. Will you do it?
Sure.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
I don't like his face. We should go in.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Jesus.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the Assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
Why does she have a staff? Dwarves can't do magic.
My family's mace. Enough. The Assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions.
Like, why do they have staves? They're not mages. They can't be mages. Hello, Steward, Assembly Steward, Bandalore.
Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry. This is the Assembly of the Clans. Only Deshers and occasional guests of state are allowed in.
I'm just observing. Pay me no mind.
Oh, Stone. You must be the Grey Warden. I completely forgot about the Gate Guard's message. Welcome to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive our unrest. The loss of our king has hit us hard. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
There is a blight coming.
Troubling, but it will still seem distant compared to the empty throne. The Assembly is blind to all else.
Is there any way I can break the stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Haramond, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
Oh, thank you for your time and conversation. When we go into the deep roads, we're going to be taking Alistair and Shale. And since we're taking Alistair and Shale, we're probably going to end up taking Liliana for lockpicking. Reason being, Shale is a golem and should be present in the deep roads. And Alistair's a Grey Warden, so he should come as well.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I am Alan.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
You're kind of mean. Haramond is trying to cheat you.
An interesting accusation. But to cheat me, wouldn't Haramond and I need to be in business?
He promised the same land to both you and Lord Helmy.
That's ridiculous. Harrowmont would never make so obvious a mistake. What evidence do you have?
Yeah, I have the promissory notes right here.
Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Where is he? I'll bring them to him.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient Tig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
I will go to him.
Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
Now here's the deal. These documents are forged. If I were to go to the Shaper, he would tell me as much. But I think... Oh, who are you?
I heard there was a Grey Warden here. I am Dulin Forrender, second to Lord Harrowmont, King Endrin's own choice as successor. Word is spreading that the surface may suffer a blight. It is shameful we are not in a better position to help.
I have a treaty obliging Orzammar to aid against the light.
That may be, and that is a terrible risk for the surface. But even if the world would end tomorrow, Lord Harrowmont cannot ignore Balin today. He cannot afford to trust anyone of unproven loyalties.
What do you want me to do then?
If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harrowmont's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harrowmont's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harrowmont would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Sure, I'll tell him that I'm going to.
Excellent.
Why not?
The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harrowmont's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Beisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Now, see, here's the thing. Balin is an absolute tool. Our warden doesn't know this yet, but he killed his brother, who would have been the next king for sure. Hello.
Disgusting. Someone stole from the Shaper. The memories have never...
Sorry. Shaper.
Ah, you return, Warden.
Could you look at these?
These are Harrowmont lands promised here. But these are not the deals we approved at the Shaperate. Where did you get these?
In Lord Harrowmont's personal library.
If you wish, you can make your words as false as the documents you bear.
The papers are forged.
Not entirely. There were 2 promised deals, but their terms differed significantly from what is presented here. It appears the scripter altered the dates and locations of the agreements to make them identical.
Is it true you're related to Harrowmont?
He is a kinsman, yes. If you count to the 6th degree of remove, I am related to every noble lineage still represented in Orzammar. I can even trace my descendant directly to House Sigmund, which lost its tide to the Darkspawn 13 generations ago.
Do you get to vote on the next king?
The Shaperate do not vote. We simply record history as it happens.
But you have a preference.
I cannot speak my opinions. History can be changed with a careless word.
That's true. Thank you. I need to have words.
You are an outsider, Warden, but not outside the law. I hope you will not do anything to challenge the stability of Orzammar.
So, yeah, so the documents that he gave us are forged. But I think our warden is in a position that we need someone. Right? We need someone to be king of Orzammar. And I think that our warden's understanding of monarchy is that it goes from king to prince to king to prince to king to prince, or princess or whatever, you know. And so, all right, Balin's the prince. Okay, let's do it.
Well, have you found Lady
Like a
Kate
king
or
doesn't
what
just get to name a successor. I talked to the Shaper of Memories. These papers are forged.
Forged? Well, naturally they're forged. There is no legal way for Harriman to sell the same land twice over, is there?
Tell me where you really got these.
You want to know how the game is played?
The game.
I wrote the papers and left a sizable fee with the registry office to back them. But if you think figuring it out gets you off the line, you don't understand how this works. I'm asking for a show of loyalty, so exactly how much truth is involved shouldn't matter in the slightest. Now, where does your allegiance lie, Warden?
Oh, I don't serve anyone. I'm a warden. Wardens don't kneel. I serve myself.
If you cannot support my prince, do not expect him to serve you. If you change your mind, you know what you must do to earn his indulgence.
And see, I'm fine with earning indulgence, but a Grey Warden doesn't kneel to any king. They are their own entity. They are wardens first, and Fereldans or Elysians or Tevinters or whoever else second. And it might even be third, you know.
It'll be 2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
Oh, wait. We might not be taking Liliana if we need to take Ogren. I almost forgot about Ogren.
Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who's Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What do you mean, gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
Why does Ogren care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
Branka was married to that drunk?
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith. And Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation.
Why did Branka go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
How did she become a paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly a third. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Bronca, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
What were you and Arkhan arguing about?
It's been 2 years since Bronca left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
I guess I should leave.
If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
Sorry, I smelled my candle, but I doused it ages ago. It's like a cinnamon clove. It's taking a little bit long to load, so I think that may mean that we've been playing for too long.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
What did we get? A salve, maybe?
He is not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
We're gonna follow them, because we don't like Jarvia for shaking down this guy.
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
It looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa. All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's talk to you.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude.
10 sovereigns. You can start by letting me look around.
I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford. I assure you.
Well, thank you. No weapons, no armor, none of that. So, he does have a remarkable emerald, but we're kind of short on cash right now. What the hey? I'll buy it. Let's get these injury kits, because they're not super expensive. And delirium potions, yes. Ooh, distillation agent. Delirium dust. And we need more flasks, don't we? Yeah, because it looks like we're out of flasks. Let's go ahead and buy some more elf fruit. Cool.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store.
What do you know about Jarvia?
I've never met her, of course. They say she never leaves Dusttown. That's the older area of the city where the casteless congregate. She's the one directing this depravity. Since good King Endrin died, they're getting bolder. They used to be a problem only in Dusttown, but now they're in the commons, shaking honest men down for coin.
I should let you get back to work.
May you walk in the footsteps of paragons.
And let's see. I think we should probably make delirium because we got plenty of health poultices. And then we can make some more. There we go. Perfect. And then we have Shale, who we can give that new gift to. Boop.
Very nice indeed.
Cool. Oh, wait, isn't Win the one who likes wine? Never mind. I'm not ready to give Morrigan that grimoire yet. That is her book that she needs. When she gives us a quest to look for it, then I'll give it to her. So we have a choice. We can either go and do this Balin thing, or we can do the Harrowmont thing. We're gonna do Balin's quest.
Lord Dennick Helmy, honored Desher of the Orzammar Assembly, and terrible disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works fine. Am I right, Warden?
A most controversial opinion for a dwarf in the assembly. No. Most humans treat my people like you're castless.
But there are those like you who see this with concern, no? Well, I've taken the time to actually talk to the other castes. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent deshers if we gave them a chance and a seat in the assembly. Orzammar are so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if the castes are even necessary.
I have news. Harrowmont is double dealing you and Lady Dace.
Oh, well, I'd ask for proof, or why you care, but frankly, I'm so tired of it I'm not even surprised anymore. I don't even want the land, but my house would kill me if I turned it down. Responsibilities, you know. Now I'll have to go through the whole process of rejecting the deal. And we'll both have to try something else. And I thought it was going to be a nice day.
So you'll switch your vote?
Otherwise, my whole house will be humiliated. Doesn't make a difference anyway, one's as bad as the next.
Yeah, it's a lot of dirty dealing. Let's see. Liliana, can you steal from this guy? Ooh. What did we get? Spirit Shard, Elf Root. So we need to give Liliana some strength if we want her to wear this armor. Oh, she has 20 strength. Neat. Did I already give it to her? I did. I'm dumb. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it will let us do the proving thing. We didn't see Ogren in there, did we?
It seems I must retract a statement I made earlier. The Elder Mage is not at all like my former master.
Oh? That's a good thing, is it?
It is, unless you happen to like having your head crushed. Not that I remember doing that.
You know, I think I even remember who you speak of. His name was Wilhelm, yes? From the Free Marches?
It was Wilhelm of shrill voice and the control rod that he enjoyed wielding very much. Any more than that, he did not divulge.
Well, if it was the same man, he had quite the reputation. A scholar of some means who disappeared mysteriously.
Mystery solved. I killed him. I expect I smiled, much as I'm able to.
You do speak your mind, don't you?
Fortunately, no other part of me has anything to say.
I wonder if we could do the proving for Balin. Probably not, since he has his own warriors. Hello, Varric.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record.
I guess you've watched a lot of provings then.
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
That's nice. If you'll
I'm
excuse me.
telling you, Piotr will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Proving master.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
No, so we can't do it for Balin.
You've got a little time then. We won't be starting until everyone's ready.
Oh, cool. We can come in through here, though, now. Wall carving. Rid of censure. That won't let us through.
Can I get you a ladder?
Oh, hello.
So you can get off my back?
Oh, it's Piotr Naidukin. We can't go through there. Yeah, I really like the architecture here. There's something about the Dwarven style. Like you have the cut edges, the emphasis on the paragons that seem to be everywhere. Proving armament.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
What do you have in mind?
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Sure.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Alright, so there's a mage there. We're gonna put them in a crushing prison.
Alright.
Let's see here. Proving fighter. Let's just all deal with this guy. Liliana. Let's have you go all the way back here, yeah? No, you're gonna get locked up.
It's a good day to die!
Oh, I need to heal. I am getting hurt.
Alright. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Let's see. We'll do this.
It's a waste of time.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I don't think I can do anything about that. Win. We need you to do this.
Finally, we get to the
Yes. Great job, Win.
good part.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oof. Do we have anything that can...
I shall do so.
Nope. That's not good. There's nothing I can do about this other than maybe heal myself.
What is your command?
Let's give Win and myself.
I am here.
I'll get on it.
There we go.
You're
Good.
gonna regret this!
Enough.
I love how desperate you are. You're pathetic.
I like how Win and I are
Run while you
synced.
still can!
Let's see. You can heal you.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Who am I facing?
The younger houses are interested in... We give small payouts. Maybe a bonus from time to time. I'll be here.
Only 12 silver though, and we can't change our party. I think we're done with that for now. Oh, there's a lord here. Interesting.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Okay, so there's no nugs in here either. I don't know where any more nugs might be, you guys. But we did the thing for Balin, so let's go talk to him, and then that's where we'll end our session today. Episode. You know what I mean. Oh no, we're ending it now. I just realized I'm at the 2-hour mark. Oh man, I think I might have just froze the game by popping out. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Maybe. Did I break it? Nope. Okay. We're gonna save here. I've been playing for too long. Way too long. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate having you. And as always, I love you, and I hope to see you again in the future. Bye.